Hello and welcome to Skyrise Astro. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we will see the horoscope for the sign of Capricorn for the month of February. So, let's start with the Sun. Here it is that until the 20th of February will transit in your second house in the sign of Aquarius. This transit, dear Capricorn, is a good one for collecting debts, loans, and overdue money. Also from agreements that have been left pending, such as arrangement with the tax authorities, credit cards, bills of exchange, checks, and so on. However, if the Sun is enhanced by other favorable horoscope activities, it can often indicate profits from the stock market, pawn shops, auctions, sales, and generally through third parties. So you may find your partner's money useful at a certain time. However, the opposite can also happen if the said transit is negatively affected. In this case, your problem, apart from material, may be entirely emotional, mainly due to the absence of a person or thing that is important to you. From the 20th of February and until the end of the month, the Sun will transit the sign of Pisces in your third house. So, with this transit, you are usually remembering and being affected by past experiences. This sometimes activates you creatively and sometimes inhibits you, taking away your desire to communicate when the sun receives negative radiation. Although you often meet people whom you haven't seen for a long time, you often give priority to matters relating mainly to the formal part of a contract, setting accounts, finding a will, expiration or cancellation of a credit card, approval or rejection of a grant, scholarship, or the like. Let's go now to Mercury. Here it is, Mercury that from the 5th to the 20th of February will be also in your second house in Aquarius. This is a controversial transit for you, dear Capricorn. Its basic meaning is that you will receive money for the services you provide, or that you will receive money from hospital fees, from increased clientele if you are a freelancer, or from providing useful things for your current activities and needs, and so on. On the other hand, if Mercury is subject to disharmonious planetary interference, you may receive less money or spend money on damage or investigation checks, on your trust report, on health problems, on overcoming your stress by providing a good meal for people you invite, and so on. At the same time, if you are a pet lover, you may spend materially and emotionally on a pet of your own. In general, however, the sources of money derived from business in the sixth house of nature in the sign of Gemini are different from those in the sign of Virgo. For example, in the former case, you may be paid for a publication, while in the latter, you may be paid from a commercial transaction. From the 20th of February until the end of the month, Mercury will transit in Pisces in your third house. This particular transit of Mercury marks a time of very busy days. You are usually found with a phone in your hand, walking or driving through the streets. This is because, for some strange reason, you are in a hurry to deal with all your current affairs at the same time. That is, from taking your car to the electrician to getting your car's insurance papers checked, from signing your work to finding a solution to the fine imposed by the insurance company, the traffic police, and so on. from advertising your products while running to the trainer, your dog. In short, you look like a wind up robot rushing to catch up. However, it is considered a good time for those who work as salesmen, advertisers, teachers, reporters, marketers, journalists, drivers, statisticians, waiters, and so on. However, if Mercury is under negative influence, be careful as you may bring down the house for no real reason. Let's go now to Venus. Venus, until the 17th of February, here it is, will transit the sign of your sign of Capricorn in your first house. So, when Venus rules the fifth house corresponding to the sign of Taurus, usually the sign, the zodiac sign, is also an earthly sign of Capricorn, yours. When it rules the five, with which is Libra, the horoscope most often coincides with also the air sign of Libra. Through this separation, it is easy to understand the difference that exists mainly at the behavioral level. However, depending on the nature of each sign, the prediction is made. Generally, in both cases, there is a heightened eroticism, mood for fun and entertainment. Thus, you easily organize celebrations, gambling, play, pranks, act, plan, and flatter. You follow fashion, art, and devote more time to your hobbies. There are also more than a few times when you are offered gifts which, regardless of their value, create a good mood because you appreciate the gesture. But what you accept with more pleasure at this time are the flirts that are made to you. Wow. So, from the 17th of February and for the rest of the month, Venus will move in Aquarius to your second house. This is perhaps the most optimistic case of transiting Venus in the second house, dear Capricorn. Enjoy. It gives you the opportunity to be good to yourself in the first place. This gives you the optimism that you can have and enjoy things that you really want. And the more you feel that luck is on your side, the more generous you will be to yourself and to others. You will often be offered gifts in kind or money. The gift may be a favor from a bet in the casino, from your participation in beauty contests, singing and dancing competitions, and so on. You also enjoy the kind of entertainment and amusement you choose, as well as the presence of your loved ones, such as children, emotional attachments, and others. Let's go finally to Mars, that from until the Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, will transit your own sign in Capricorn. So let's see. Because this transit of Mars does not give you the scope to waste money and be generally reckless in your financial management. However, money may be spent during this period because of some building work, such as installing radiators, boilers, building a barbecue chimney, digging a garden, and so on. Also, because of an accident that may be happened to a property, such as fire, demolition, furnace, and so on. You may also be upset because your tenant is late with the rent or because your landlord is asking for an increase, and so on. But in addition to the above, it can also be a time of income from family, from property, from a personal business of yours. It, it could also be a time of emotional upheaval because of an unpredictable person in your family or close circle. And finally, from the 14th of February and for the rest of the month, Mars will move in Aquarius. Here it is in your second house. This transit leaves you no room for inertia and for hasty things that jeopardize your credibility. This is why, as long as Mars remains in this house, you become even more demanding in your activities. And there are many times that through the works of these days you reveal the way you have been nurtured by your family, although you may have to fight a real battle in order to secure things related to the family and the familiar environment in general. Many times, with this Mars transit through your current activities, you are creating very good conditions for your personality to emerge, but using past experiences. Thus, as you are active from a safe place, you get a correspondingly good result. But there are also cases, and these are the bad ones, when you seek to take out your repressions on things that have already happened. And as a result, you become consciously or unconsciously bad. But evil also gives rise to disagreements, imprudence, violence, that is, all those feelings that not only harm others, but also you personally, as you become vulnerable to accidents and intense conflict. In terms of health, and since the first house is in the sign of Capricorn, you may be more susceptible to toothaches and rheumatic problems, so just be careful. That's for all for today, dear Capricorn. Please click also on the link you see in the description for the yearly uh, horoscope regarding your sign to have a more complete picture about what Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto have on the corner for you for the whole year. Thank you for watching this video and have a nice day. Bye.